With Toyota's latest announcement, things are about to change for dealerships in the US and other parts of the world. If you run a dealership or are about to buy a vehicle from one, you will need to hear this news, as it may change how you buy cars and how much you pay for them. Toyota is about to cut dealerships out of its business. This means you could be buying your Toyota vehicle straight from the manufacturer, the same way that people buy vehicles from Tesla. Ready to know what this means for the automobile industry and what to do about it? Keep watching this video to find out. Toyota might be considering a change in its sales strategy by adopting the agency or direct sales model, joining the growing list of car manufacturers making the switch. According to Matt Harrison, the head of Toyota Europe, this change is expected to turn every aspect of their business upside down. He believes that the existing distribution margins and models are no longer sustainable. Recently, the shift to the agency model has been a hot topic among dealers. They are trying to figure out how this change will impact their profitability as car makers move away from the traditional wholesale business model. Under the current model, dealers have the option to sell at the full list price or offer discounts to stimulate demand. While the wholesale model benefits immediate sales, car companies are now questioning whether they need to give away a significant portion of their margin to dealers and country-specific sales companies. Particularly with the push to improve profits on more expensive electric vehicles, they are reconsidering the necessity of these legacy margins that typically range from 20 to 25%, as mentioned by Harrison. Toyota is not the only one planning on making the switch. Manufacturers across various industries all over the world are getting into direct-to-consumer sales. Even other automakers are shifting away from the traditional wholesale model. Let's give you a few examples. Daimler has big plans for direct sales in Europe. Volkswagen has introduced the IDX direct sales model, and Volvo aims to sell all their vehicles online and directly to customers by 2030. Ford also made the news recently by switching from the traditional model to the new agency model for the company's EV. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, had this to say about the company's plans for selling electric vehicles. He made it clear that Ford wants to take a page out of Tesla's book and sell their EVs directly to customers online, without any dealer markups or haggling over prices. Speaking at a conference in New York, Farley emphasized the need for a non-negotiated price and a fully online purchasing process. He envisions a system where there's no inventory sitting at dealerships. Instead, the vehicles would go directly from the manufacturer to the customer with remote pickup and delivery options. However, unlike Tesla, Ford is bound by state laws that prevent manufacturers from selling vehicles directly to customers. This means that Ford's franchise dealerships will still have a role to play in the sales process. Farley acknowledged this and believed that Ford's physical presence through its dealerships could give them an edge over competitors. He also mentioned that the standards for dealerships will undergo significant changes to adapt to this new approach. One of the main advantages of moving away from traditional dealerships is the potential cost savings for Ford. The current distribution model adds about $2,000 in extra cost per car compared to Tesla. A significant portion of that cost is tied to maintaining inventory, and another portion is spent on advertising. By shifting to an online-only model, Ford expects to reduce these costs and make the whole process more efficient. Farley admitted that Ford's current model is flawed. They spend a considerable amount on vehicle promotion but neglect the customer experience after the warranty period. He pointed out that the parts business, which used to be profitable, struggles because only a small percentage of customers return to Ford for service. Clearly, there's room for improvement, and Farley believes that the changes they're making will address these issues. The reason behind this shift is that consumers nowadays have new expectations. A whopping 80% of them prefer fixed prices and a buying process that's as simple as the e-commerce experience they're used to. They also want new options for car ownership. So, it's no wonder that automakers are embracing direct sales. It allows them to establish a direct relationship with customers and gain valuable insights into their preferences, something they've never had before. Direct sales also have a significant financial advantage. An analysis by Accenture suggests that automakers can increase their margin by up to 3 percentage points by selling directly to consumers. This could potentially add billions of dollars to their bottom lines. Moreover, direct sales help manufacturers manage the rise of third-party platforms by giving them more negotiating power and the ability to offer competitive deals. Now, there are different approaches to the direct sales model. Some automakers, like Daimler, Smart, and Volvo, are pursuing a genuine agency model. In this case, the manufacturer becomes the retailer, while the dealer serves as the physical touchpoint for customers. The dealer receives a commission on each sale, but doesn't own any stock or set prices or discounts independently. This relieves the dealer from commercial risks and administrative tasks like billing and payment. On the other hand, automakers such as VW have opted for a non-genuine agency model. Here, the manufacturer's rights are more limited, as dealers still have some discretion in granting small discounts. However, dealers don't receive full exemption from commercial risks, resulting in smaller liabilities for the automaker. While it is not exactly clear what type of agency model Toyota might opt for, many experts lean toward the genuine agency model because it offers a clearer allocation of rights and risks, as well as greater economic potential. However, the upcoming reform of the European block exemption regulations might make it challenging to run wholesale and agency models simultaneously. This could force automakers to choose between sticking with the traditional wholesale model or fully embracing the agency model. It's worth noting that adopting the agency model will require significant changes for dealers, which might not sit well with all of them. A recent survey found that 27% of dealers worry about becoming too reliant on the manufacturer's commission. Additionally, 31% doubt whether manufacturers can effectively run a consumer-facing business. The truth is that the agency model is here to stay, and dealers will have to make do with it. There are definitely more positives than negatives when it comes to the agency model, according to Antje Woltermann, the executive director of the German dealers lobby group ZDK. She believes that the advantages of this model outweigh any drawbacks. Woltermann noted that although some members of the group are still unsure about the agency model, it is a topic of great importance to them. As dealers gain a better understanding of this sales model, they are starting to recognize its potential benefits as long as the compensation is adequate. It's no secret that profit margins on new car sales have been declining for quite some time. An analysis by Accenture predicted that discounts could increase by up to 30% by 2025, resulting in an average annual revenue loss of $600,000 per dealer. By transitioning to a commission-based system, dealers can safeguard their margins. Woltermann emphasized the importance of ensuring that dealers are rewarded for their investment in stationary retail and providing a physical brand experience. She believes that it's only fair for dealers to share in the cost savings. Both parties face the challenge of establishing an appropriate compensation system that covers the investment costs. Moreover, the agency model could have a significant impact on enterprise value. Accenture's analysis suggests that dealers operating under this model could see a rise of 10 to 12% in their enterprise value. Dealers will adapt to this changing landscape by embracing their new role as service providers and leveraging their physical presence to offer a wider range of services within the expanding mobility ecosystem. Undoubtedly, there are changes on the horizon for automotive sales. However, by embracing these changes and taking a proactive approach to direct sales, dealers can turn potential disruptions into opportunities. They can also secure their position in the ongoing mobility revolution. One thing remains certain: dealerships will continue to play a central role in the automotive buying journey for many years to come.